everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Steelers are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Falcons team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Steelers are the least scoring on team in the league, And they'll be up against the Falcons offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Powers over it.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. His throw caught at about the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 22. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Touchdown, Falcons! Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
The tight end changing his position. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, oh, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. In motion right is Bryant. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still active.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point forthcoming. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
On second down, Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll return it from the 6. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now. Boom, there it is. Watching that Barney. Gun. Here we go now. Green. Gun. Watching that Barney. Detroit. No. Jack, Patriot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. In motion left, the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it?
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The slot man in motion right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing now. Ryan on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll drop the throw. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. Martavis Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 83 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now Ryan on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
21. On third down, Ryan. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense showing blitz. On second down, here's Ryan. Buying time, touchdown, Falcons.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And it's up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. On first down, Ryan. And his pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Freeman again, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Ryan, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Slot man moves right. The play clock's running down. They'll try and throw for it here. He completes it to Bryant. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw here. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at its 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. Out left side here to Bryant. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 2nd down following the incompletion. Now Ryan back into his end zone. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there, 99 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Detroit! Here we go now!
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The slot man in motion right. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. Some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fletcher Cox in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
No.
23 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And give him a gain of 37.
when the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and that'll bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll drop the throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On second down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Gonna throw right side here, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Freeman again. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Ryan on second down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right near midfield. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see